Hi everybody, I'm Kim. Welcome to the Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to talk about the 2024 temperature blanket. These are my squares I have for the first 7 months. This is January. The low was -7. The high was 56. February, the low was 14, the high was 86. March, the low was 27 and the high was 82. April, the low was 35 and the high was 89. May, the low was 55 and the high was 91. So it's my first Christmassy looking one. In June, the low was 58 and the high was 103. And in July, the low was 61 and the high was 98. So when I say St. Louis has extremes, I mean extremes. So these first 6, these are going to be my first row, be January, February, and March. And then April, May, and June will be my second row. Then we've got the middle row. Now, what I did, but you don't have to do this, what I did was I took a neutral color, a color that is not used for any of my temperature things, like 0 and below, 1 to 9, 10 to 19 range, my temperature range. My temperature range. That's what I mean. So I didn't use white. And white is going to be the color I use to put it all together. So for my middle square of those 3, I just did an all white granny with a twist. Then purple is my 0 and below, and because what I decided was I was going to take the lowest temperature of the year and the highest temperature of the year and alternate them with white. And since we've already had the extremes here we've hit below 0, we hit -7 in January, so no matter what happens, that's going to be my absolute lowest. And we hit 103, and my highest range is 100 and above, because I don't think we've ever hit 110 since I've been living here. So I've got those. So purple is my 0 and below. So I mixed that with white. And then the high was 103, and that's, what is it, bright orange? Is that what it is? Bright orange. So that was the high. And what I'm going to do is like this. So this will be my middle row. So I'll have January, February, March, April, May, June. Then I'll have the middle, and then I'll have July, August, September, October, November, December. So, whoops, yeah, that's right. And I don't think I'm going to put mine together until probably January. Last year, I put my rows together every 3 months, and then I put the first 6 months together, then I did the middle row. This year I'm not going to do that because I haven't quite decided how I'm going to connect my squares. I saw this way to do it once. I've got to find it again, where you like, it looks like they're braided together. And if I can find that video and figure out how to do that with these, I thought that might look pretty neat. Just a difference. No guarantees that that's how it's going to be, because if you've been watching for a while, you know I'm a bit scatterbrained and I change my mind a lot. That's just the way it is. So that's pretty much it for my blanket. If you are somebody who has been making this with me, because I feel like I'm making this video for just me and Deb. So hi Deb, how you doing? You are your squares looking different, or are they all like 100 and above? I don't know how you do it. Man, if your air conditioning goes out, you are in deep crap. Holy shoot. I remember when our air went out a couple years ago, we wound up going to a hotel for the night because it was too unbearably uncomfortable. Did not like, do not recommend. I don't know how people can live without an air conditioner or without central air. I'm so spoiled. You know, because I grew up without it. You know, I was living up in mid-Michigan, and we didn't have air. We didn't even have a window air conditioner. We had one box fan. One. And that was either in the living room during the day or in my mom and dad's room at night. So we slept with the windows open and on top of the blankets, because of course, so back then it didn't seem like it got as hot as it is now, because back in the 70s they were threatening us with going into a mini ice age, and now they're saying we're going to melt. I wish people would pick up their mind. You know, are we going to freeze or fry? Whatever. Anyway, though, I've become very accustomed to having central air and central heat, because where I live, you need it. Well, that's stupid. You don't need it. Yeah, you do. Because people die from hypothermia and overheating. So if you don't want to die, you need it. Mostly, though, if you don't want to be uncomfortable. And here I go babbling again. Oh my God. Temperature blanket. Well, you know, we're talking about temperature. So anyway, yeah, Deb, I don't know how you do it. If you didn't have air conditioning, do you use heat in the winter? Does it get cold where you need heat? Or is it just something every once in a while you need to throw a space heater on? I don't know. I've been to Phoenix in April and it was 103 degrees. And that was a few years ago. So, yeah, I don't think you get real cold in Phoenix. In other parts of Arizona, maybe, but like Flagstaff. Um, all right, so that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and there's still time to do this if you want to do it. It's just 1 square a month. High temperature, low temperature. I will put everything down in the description for where I find my the temperatures that I use, and I'm pretty sure I've got a playlist for the 2024 temperature blanket. There aren't a lot of videos, but there are some. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whatever, whenever, whatever it is when you're watching. And you'll have you know, like I just said, a good day, whatever, a good evening. Later, Gators. Peace out.